Ford 460 that I'm building for my 78 F250. We got a set of Edelbrock aluminum heads. We're putting in a mother thumper from Comp Cams, set of flat top forged aluminum pistons from Westco, and a set of forged Eagle rods. Today what we're going to be doing is we're going to be going through getting the bottom end ready to put all together, getting the bearings in and everything, and well, let's get to it. So we're going to start here by putting the bearings into the block. You can tell the difference from the ones that goes in the main cap and the one that goes in the block. From the one that goes in the block, it's got the groove in it so the oil can come out of this hole, get slung around in there. That's the one that goes into the cap. Another thing is the little notch here is off different. So even if you try to put this one in here, I mean, it doesn't really fit right in there. So slide these bad boys in there. I did take a lint-free towel and wipe out all the cap, or where all the bearings go, before I did this. You can see on this one, it's got the little lip there. I already put it in. Got the little lip, so you can see that one rides in there. Make sure it keeps your crank walk good. Just kind of want to push them in. They should just slide right in for the most part. Yeah. So next step we're going to do here is we're going to set the crank down in here and get ready to check all the clearances. I did get the crank on the mains ground 30 thousandths and 10 thousandths on the rod journals. So I just want to double check and make sure they're all fitting good and everything, and make sure nothing's off. This thing does not get any lighter. That's for sure. Got our plastic gauge here. Just take a little piece like that, set it down on there. Girdle that I'm going to put on this, so I'm just going to do them all at once. Get them all ready to go. This is your rear cap. It's got the bigger thing there for the rear main seal and everything, so easy to tell where that one goes. Then after that, they're all numbered. This one's number 4 with the arrow pointing towards the front of the engine. You just take that, set it down on there. Three. Two. And 1. I do got studs for this, so I'll take these now and screw them in. So got all the studs in, got all the caps on. I put these little washers on there for the main girdle thing, and then the machine shop messed up the threads on here a little bit, so that's why I gotta put this one in weird. But it's just on the top, so it shouldn't affect it. Now we're all good to put the main girdle on. Slide this on, get a washer in there. I'll just turn this in now. Then I'll just throw these nuts on there and then we'll get to torquing it. So, little change up. The last girdle didn't quite have the right stuff and got a little messed up. So we got this new girdle here from PRW Power. This one has 12-point nuts instead, and it's got this other little washer. Other than that, same thing though. And I got all the plastic gauge in there ready to go. So now we're going to torque it down. We're going to go 50, 80, 105. This just uses factory torque specs. So that's what we'll be doing. And then just do your inner to out. And yeah. That's what we got going on there. 50. Now we're going to 80. Now 105. And there we go. Now we'll be going and taking them all back off. So as we can see here, we got crankshaft bearings. Desired clearance is 0008 up to 0015. And we take our plastic gauge here. Number 2 is a good one to show. Put it right up here. We got 002. So that's half a thousandths over the maximum clearance we can have. So I'll have to call the machine shop tomorrow and see if we can get a thousandths thicker bearing to change that to 001, and then we'll be within spec. So I called the machine shop. They said 2 thousandths is just about perfect for the clearance, and according to their bearing book and everything. So we're gonna go with that since that's what they say. They say those specs are a little on the tight side. So the next step, what we gotta do is we gotta put in our rear main seal. As you can see on here, it's got like a bigger lip on that side. That goes towards the front of the engine. Then you want to take just a little bit of oil here and put it on there, and you lube it up like any other seal. Don't want to put it in dry. You gotta put a little much on there. So taking that big lip, putting it towards the front of the motor, and you want to offset this so that you don't got your little gap sitting right in where the cap meets the block. It helps it seal better. Just put it in like that, and then take a little bit of RTV, just the smallest amount, because when you smush it together, it really makes it spread apart. Put it right here so that it don't leak through here. That's fine. A little bit like that. So take a rear main seal here. You got the big lip right there towards the front of the motor. Slide it in there. Got our little lip. So that's all set and everything. We got our RTV out of the cap, so we don't have to put it down here because you don't need a lot because it's going to really smush it together. So now we'll just take our assembly lube and put that on there. Get that all. On this one, I want to get it down on the sides. Just get that spot for the crank to ride against. Okay, now we're going to put our caps on. We got our seal offset on here and on the block so that they'll fit into each other. We have our RTV on there, and we got all the bearings lubed up and everything. Now we'll just set this on here. And be careful making sure you're getting the rear main seal set in the 2 different grooves so you don't push too hard on it and mess up your rear main. Got our caps with the number and the arrow. Now we will take our studs and put a little bit, just a touch of blue Loctite on them. You don't have to, but it's gonna make me sleep better at night if I do. Like I said, I'm just putting just a little bit on there, not a lot. Almost forgot, I'm gonna put just a little bit of blue Loctite in here. Just a little bit. Now that we got that all in, we're going to torque it again, starting at 50, then 80, then 105. We're all done with our 50. Now we're going to move on up to 80. Done with 80, now 105. Now our crank's fully in. You want to take it and make sure it still spins good. You should be able to just spin it by hand and it spins over nice. So we got our pistons now. Got our rods, we're all ready to put these together. Got some flat top pistons, got our valve reliefs here. Those will be facing up and then like up towards the heads and stuff like that. And then on here you can see this side's got like a chamfer and then this side is just flat. This flat side is going to be facing towards the other connecting rod and then this side's going to face towards like the crankshaft part. So we're going to take our number 1 piston here, put it like that for going into number 1, and then we need that going towards the crankshaft side, so they'll be facing forwards and we'll slide it in like that. Take this. I already put a assembly lube and everything on here. Just check, get it lined up. These are full floating pistons or full floating wrist pins. So a little snap ring goes here on the end. Roll ring, or what's it called? It's called spiral ring. Put it in. I guess you never done this, but it says you spread it apart like this. And push the one side in. Well, I'm gonna figure this out and I'll get back to you once I get it in there. So what you're going to do is take these, spread it apart like that, get one end into the groove in there. And you take a screwdriver and you just push up against it, pushing the rest of it into the groove. It's definitely not an easy thing to do. And that's in. Well, we're going to call it a wrap today, guys. In the next video, we'll start going and putting the pistons and rods into the block. We'll get the oil pump bolted on and start just getting it more put together. Thanks for watching.